Hi, I'm Susanna Heinonen from Helsinki, Finland.
So Susanna, tell us why you're interested in Choir of the Earth and how you came to be a part of it all.
I'm a choir addict, choir dog. If you need an alto, just whistle, I'm coming. And I was singing in several choirs, and then the lockdown started. My calendar was full. I had 5-6 concerts waiting, and then they just disappeared. And I joined a couple of Finnish virtual choirs and, of course, the Erik Whittaker one. And then I saw in Facebook an advertisement of the Messiah, and I was talking, it will never happen, it's impossible. But then I started to think that, well, I know Messiah quite well, maybe I should join. And I contacted Self-Isolation Choir at the time, and so that if I record everything this weekend, so could I join? And I was told, yes, of course. So I recorded all the Messiah choir parts on video within 24 hours and submitted them. I don't know if they were ever used because I was late, but I was part of the project anyway. And I think there are less than 5 productions that I haven't joined since. And nowadays I'm doing multiple tracks for everything I can. For Mahler 8 I was recording all choir 1, alto 1 and alto 2 parts, and same for choir 2. And for Spemi Malium I recorded all alto and tenor parts and things like that. I'm a bit crazy.
Certainly sounds that way, Susanna. Why are you so passionate about Choir of the Earth? Because it sounds like you really are.
This whole digital world is something new, a new way to make music. It will never replace the normal, let's say normal choirs. It's a new way to make music. And what fascinates me is how you can combine the technology with music making, because we are real people making real music. There's nothing virtual in it. We are really doing hard job with making music, and each one can process in their own tempo. I'm a very experienced choral singer. I just record, and some other need to listen to the rehearsals several times before they are confident enough to record. But in the end, we are on the same line. And I think that's fascinating. It gives so many people new opportunities to do things. And for me, singing with professional singers like Fieri Consort, every recording is a singing lesson for me, because I have these wonderful voices and I try to match them and be at least nearly as good as they are. And it's challenging myself. I'm crazy, as I told you.
Do you think it's helped improve your singing?
Yes.
What sort of impact has it had on you, do you think?
Definitely. During the lockdown, I was singing much more than I usually do. I was singing a lot before, but I was singing almost every day. And with these recordings, I had to listen. Nowadays they say don't listen, but I do listen to my singing, and I try to improve myself. I actually found my current singing teacher through this choir. My teacher is in Canada, and we have singing lessons online every 3 weeks. I did for over 4 years now, and I'm enjoying that enormously. I was having ordinary singing lessons as well, but because I have so much to do, going to a singing lesson every week was more stressing than giving me back. These every 3 week lessons are just excellent for me, and we can really focus on small details, which my usual teachers want to make repertoire, and now I can focus on technique.
That's amazing. And you met that person through the choir, and it is a global choir, isn't it? You know, how special do you think that is?
It's really special. Of course, I have the language barrier.
Definitely not.
If you saw my Google searches, you would be amazed. Nowadays, ChatGPT, of course. Every now and then they come. I can't find the words, and I don't understand everything. But usually, I might ask in the chat that what does this word mean, and Ben is explaining so beautifully everything. So.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about Ben and his teaching.
Ben was the reason I'm staying here. definitely. During the lockdown, you had someone who looked into your eyes and smiled you and said, "Well done." That was really special at the time. And he's a wonderful musician. He's so talented. He's so patient. He has the teaching skills. They are excellent. And in my ordinary choirs, nobody is telling me about the background of the music we are doing. We're just singing. And look at the Google if you want to know something. Now we are told very deeply about music theory, everything. And it's so wonderful. And now I'm learning music technology. I'm working with the sound slices and writing scores and things like that. And that has been a wonderful experience as well.
Wow, that's incredible. And was that something that you hadn't done before?
Just for hobby. I'm teaching Finnish national instrument Kantele. Well, actually, not anymore, but I was doing my own score for that instrument, but it was very basic, very, very basic. And now I'm writing these full scores of pieces.
I mean, that's incredible, Susanna, absolutely incredible. And tell us a little bit about the Kantele, because not everybody's heard of it. So tell us what it is. Now, Susanna is getting a Kantele out of her case, and I have to say, I mean, this is the first time I've seen one. It's amazing.
And this is the basic one, the 5-string one. And this is a modernized version of the old instrument, of course. This has microphone, for example, which they didn't have early on. The instrument is about 2,000 years old. Nobody knows exactly. And there are similar instruments from Ukraine to Siberia with different names. In Baltic countries, there are kankle, squawkle, and in Russia, there are gusli or something. There are several names. It's a wooden box with strings. But nowadays, they have developed this instrument. The concert version has 40 strings.
40 strings, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And mechanic, a bit like a harp, only that we are using it with our hands, and the harps are doing it with their feet. So it's a bit more complicated.
Gosh, but this Kantele that you've got in front of us is amazing. And you've just run a workshop, haven't you, here at Summer School Live for Choir of the Earth. Yeah. How easy is it to learn to play?
After 30 minutes, they were accompanying themselves with chords.
Wow. So is that down to your good teaching?
We have this as a school instrument in Finland. Actually, we have these musical kindergartens, or play schools, should I say, and they start playing at 4.
Wow,
sometimes even earlier, but 4 is manageable. They can focus enough when they are 4. But it's so easy. You just do this. You don't have, have to make bunny ears with your left hand and stroke the strings, and you have a chord. And it couldn't be easier. I call this gateway drug to instruments.
I absolutely love that, the gateway drug to instruments. Fantastic. And for you, when do you play it? Sort of what things do you get out of this now that maybe beginners can't?
Well, this 5-string instrument is not really my instrument. I play these bigger instruments. I was graduated from Sibelius Academy with classical music. I was playing concertos and so on. But then it wasn't really my thing. I was a gateway for other players to get professional. I was the first one to get to Sibelius Academy. And when I got in, I realized I must get out of there as well. So perhaps I wouldn't have done it so far otherwise, but it wasn't so my passion to be a player. But teaching has been always near my heart. But I've been doing 2 jobs all the time. At the moment, I'm working in the law office, and actually I've been there for 8 years. So
Wow.
It was a family business in the beginning, and now I'm there as a development manager. And at the point, I had 2 kids and 2 jobs, and that was a bit too much. So,
that's a lot.
And all the choirs, so I decided it's better that I quit the teaching because it was most stressful for me at the time. And there were young teachers who needed jobs, so I can be without teaching, but they can't.
I understand that totally. Well, today, when you did the session, how rewarding is it for you to see people, pick up this amazing instrument for the first time?
It's so rewarding to see them smile, and I learned this. I can play. There were people yesterday evening that I'm so lousy in playing instruments, I can't do anything, and my fingers are so stiff, and now they were playing here and enjoying their playing. It's so rewarding. And when they say that this instrument is so relaxing, it has very high number of overtones, because the string, there's no bridge here where the note is, but the sound is coming from the note, so it's not so pure, so precise, but it has this vibration which affects your brain and your heart and your soul, and it really is relaxing. And we were doing some Kantele magic, putting the instrument next to your ear, just taking really soft sounds and playing just for you. And that's really special. You can't do that with any other instrument.
That is really special. I really love what you said there about playing it just for you, because sometimes, you are playing for other people, aren't you? So to just take a moment and to play it just for you is really, really special. Yeah. And that's the thing, isn't it, with music? It's so emotive.
Yeah. And I remember when I sent the first Kantele to Ben and told him, you can play it, you can do it whatever you want. It's 2,000 years old. Who can tell what is the right way to play it, especially this 5-string one? When you do something that you need technique, of course, then you must have some kind of technique. But in the beginning, it doesn't really matter. You play it what feels comfortable for you. And Ben said that no one has ever said things like that to him before, that you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that is amazing. And is it often about what brings you joy? Because it strikes me that with this and with Choir of the Earth, a lot of it is about the joy in making music.
Yeah. It's exactly so. I wouldn't do all this, if I didn't get something to myself as well. And that's so important to me.
We're in Bristol at the moment. You've got a concert coming up tonight that the choir's been practicing for, in various different houses across the world. You've come together, you've done some rehearsals. How are you feeling about it all?
It's so amazing. Yesterday, or actually on Friday, we came. We had never sung, this group has never sung before. And we are singing as a choir from the first moment. Usually when you start a choir, it takes year or two to get the sound that everyone owns. And now we have been practicing with Ben, we have been listening to the same tracks, we have recorded the same pieces, we are having this common sense of how we make music. And now we just put it together. It's so easy.
It is, it's so, so special. And, once this concert's over, we've got the Ultimate Messiah course. Yeah. How excited are you for that?
I have mixed feelings because I'm writing the scores and
so it's a lot of work for you.
Yeah, it will be quite a lot of work before it's all done. I may have my bar a bit too high, but I like it better that way.
Yeah, well, exactly. And this course is all about the detail, isn't it? So learning it in unprecedented detail. Yeah. How special do you think that is for people?
I think everyone wants to be as good as possible. I'm not saying perfect, but as good as possible. And when we are required to make details and we realize that we can do that, it gives you this feedback that I was able to do that.
Absolutely. And if anyone's listening to this that's thinking about joining Choir of the Earth, what would you say to them?
Just join. It's not only the way we make music, but also this community. When we are rehearsing, we have this chat rolling on all the time. I have friends, I've met them once or twice in my life, but we are friends because we have been chatting and we have occasionally seen each other in Zoom. And we know so much. For some people here, I know more than I know about my ordinary face-to-face choir friends. Because we just come to rehearsal and then we have a small break in the middle and then we go away. But here on the other ear, we're listening to Ben, and we are at the same time we are chatting away. it's so wonderful.
It sounds like it's made a real difference to you.
Yeah, it has really.
Well, Susanna, it has been absolutely lovely chatting with you, learning a little bit about the Kantele and listening to you talk about Choir of the Earth. So thank you very much.
Thank you.